Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Brought down by
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Complete.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Complete.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2-yard gain on the play.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's a gain.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Bears first down.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They run the option on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. Now Trubisky lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
5-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Bears 3.
Check. 59 mark, check, 59. Space. 51. Right, check, 59.
They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Trubisky to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan, flush to his right. Now he'll let it go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Curley with a carry on 1st down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
brought down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
12-yard line.
Check, crunch, 20.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's 21-3. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Atlanta.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. And 8 yards picked up.
Now it's Trubisky.
Chicago.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Robinson.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches.
Now 3rd and less than a yard.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
First down.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
On first down, it's Coleman. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ryan able to get this to Gurley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
4 yards.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
45 is the mic. Bring it. 45.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan, he's got the first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 40. Alert. Get him.
On first down, Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there. And he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. Now Trubisky. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Bears.
Now Trubisky on first down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First down.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
That's got to be a long day. Whip, 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 whip. Hey, ball.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Youngway Koo.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Shift. Watch the shift.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They will run again with Coleman. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and goal at the 18-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Sponge. 51, Sam.
3rd and goal, Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Trubisky is going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Chicago.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming. 43 is the mic. 40. Alert. Hey, 18.
They go play action. Trubisky. He's got a man, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, and even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Alert. Here we go. 45 is the mic.
Play action. It's Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 99. Mike 5'9".
Trubisky to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Number 14, Cortland Sutton.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
45.
Santos with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The tackle made by Robert Quinn. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Today's final score, Falcons.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle